Right, welcome everyone. Official No Nonsense Podcast. I'm Paul. Today here I've got with me Mick Kelly, British title holder for Bad to the Bone, and I've got his son, Mase Kelly. You all right, mate? We're gonna have a look at both. Well, we're not. We're gonna have a look at Mick's fight first. And then we're gonna do a little bit of chat. Father son. I think it's the first time I've come across father and son on the same show, which is epic. I think it's absolutely glorious.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience for me. Obviously, I'd spoken to Mason about this from a very young age. I always said I wanted to have my last fight, which would have been my 50th. It's not ended up going that way. I've had more since, but I always said I wanted to have my 50th on his first fight, and then obviously it was under an amateur rule set that he had his first fight, so that was never going to come into fruition for me. One, because I couldn't stand to box under the amateur rule set, and two, because the palaver it takes to get you carded and all of that, and being part of the same gym and whatnot. So we made it happen ourselves with the help of Stefan. It was one of the first things I suggested to him, and he was right up for it straight away. And he's made our dreams come true effectively. I won a British title, and it still sounds weird you saying that to me. British title holder. I've got to pinch myself because it's been a mad 9 months for me, but the fact that I got to compete on the same show as my son, and we both got our opponents out of there in the second round, is definitely a night I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Well, listen, credit to Stefan. Again, Stefan
come through.
None of us would be here, would we, without Stefan, in essence. His promo, I've seen his promo for the advertisers.
For which? For the card?
His promo for the advertisers. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
You're on it. You're on the start of it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. When did he drop that? Was that yesterday? The recap of the show?
Yeah, it was a couple of days ago. It's aimed at sponsors, that one, mate. So any sponsors out there, Sky Sports, Bet365, whatever, can get in touch with Stefan Hanks, Bad to the Bone.
Yeah. We've got a couple of sponsors there that want to jump on with Stefan. And it's obviously something we've got to discuss. But two of my sponsors want to jump on with him as well.
Brilliant,
so, I think we're gonna have a great relationship down the stretch, and anything I can help him with, it's my duty to repay him everything he's done for me. I'm grateful.
Yeah, that's right. Well, listen, before we have a little review of your fight, I've just asked that you just give the answer. But how did it feel, mate, to fight in the same show as your dad?
Scary, proper scary. It's like and when I was behind the curtain, I just didn't even want to be there. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, it was good experience.
Oh, mate, you come out and you stole the show, didn't you? I'm well impressed with you, mate. Body, head, fucking, you were all over that. You were everywhere, mate.
Mason's got all the capability in the world. All he needs is he needed that little boost for his self-confidence, and it shone through when he started to be able to light the kid up and relax.
Yeah,
sit down on his shots a little bit, take the bounce out, take the shots on the hand and gloves, feel the power of the kid and get close to him and then nail him. You've seen a different kid come out in him, and he needed that, because he boxed twice as an amateur and he took 2 losses. Well, he had 7 in total with 4 with 5 skills bouts and then 2 amateur bouts. And he took losses in both of them, but they were very close, and he was never out of his depth with anyone he sparred with or anyone like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that. He's never been out of his depth. And the losses knocked his confidence a bit. So to get back in there and believe in himself again, and obviously, he's getting shit off his mates in school and whatnot. So we began to believe that, began to believe what the naysayers say. which is the worst thing you can do as a fighter, because ultimately it boils down to your own self-belief, whether you're going to make it or not. It's all on you. You're the captain of your own ship. Forget what everyone else says. And he's learning that now. I think he learned that with that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you agree, mate?
Yeah, it was a good experience.
Well, mate, the caliber of the show you were on would put the willies up any normal person, and that's a stark reality, mate. That's like, I seen Riley Hanks, Stefan's son. He was a bit unsure on his performance, and I was like, Riley, just walk into that ring, mate, on that caliber of show. That takes balls like King Kong, mate.
Takes balls of steel, and he's done a lot. He cut a lot of weight, Riley. He should be very proud of himself. To get to where he got to was being an Everest to climb for himself anyway, and then to top it off, he competed in front of a crowd full of people. It takes a lot of balls, mate. You've got to respect that, and he'll be able to take that gumption that he's used to get himself in that shape and to get himself to where he was mentally to go and fight, and be able to take that through to the rest of his life and apply it to everything that fits, and be successful.
Yeah. Did it add any added pressure, mate? The fact that you were on the same show with your dad, and your dad was fighting for a British title.
Yeah, it was scary at the start, but when you're in the ring, it's kind of just start relaxing when you're in the ring. After the first round, you're fine, but before it's horrible feeling.
Yeah. And what was it like? What was it? And this is to both of you. We either can go first. What was it like watching each other's fights? That's what I want to know. What did that feel like? It's the unknown, isn't it? It's not many people have fought on the same show.
Yeah, it was nice for me watching him perform. One, it was a relief from the anxiety of the day for a split second, and then that's my body of work on show, and he performed very, very well. That's like every lesson I've ever put into him come together in one performance, and he just unloaded on the kid with full pelt, settled right into his shots, took the shots on the arms and gloves, weathered whatever the kid had coming his way, and then just began to nail him. I would give him a 7 out of 10 for his performance. There's a lot we can improve on, but it was good for me to watch. He rained bombs on the kids from the get-go, so you can't fault that. He was an exciting fighter that the crowd want to watch again, and that means a lot. You can win multiple national titles and never sell a ticket, mate, because you're just not exciting enough. You've got to have that.
Exactly.
You've got to have that bit of X factor about you where you're coming to entertain as well, and he gets that, and I like that.
Yeah, that's right. You were definitely entertaining, mate. Again, I was well impressed with you. I was impressed the way you work the body. The other lad was rangy as well, and it didn't make no difference, mate. You chopped him down like a tree.
Yeah, that was my game plan. That was my game plan.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
Get to his body.
We're gonna play your fight, Mick, and I'm dying to play it. It's a great fight. Yeah, I'm going to play it from the start as well, so it's a bit lengthy. I want you walking and all that.
Yeah.
So, if everyone wants to just bear with me a sec.
This will probably be about the 1,000th time I've watched it today.
Yeah, but it's brilliant.
That's what my missus say to me. No, I've watched it. I've watched it a fair few times. And correct, being on and off the bus with whether it was a good or bad performance. It's not the performance I'd like to have given, but it'll suffice given given what I went in there enduring. I knew there was a chance the arm was going to go. Or I got in there.
What a legend he was.
Yeah, that was surreal for me. The minutes or so, I can't remember how many minutes it was for Ricky Hatton, but that was surreal for me. You know, on my 5th fight as an amateur. Ricky Hatton was boxing Jonathan Thaxton a week later for the British title. So at my 5th fight, which was in Cumbria, Hatton was at the show and he was there to give trophies out. But he needed to get off before the interval. So they had him in the middle of the ring answering questions. When I had my 5th fight, me and the kid are staring each other down at each side of the ring. And I've got the videotape of it. And Hatton's in the middle answering questions to everyone. And I'm thinking, oh, I wish I'd get out so I can have a... Because I felt dead nervous. But quite surreal as well. We'd have his silence before my bouts. It was like, what a fight that he was. What a fight.
Mate. I think he's affected all of us, mate. He's already...
I was very lucky. I mean, for me, Hatton was a better fighter than Calzaghe. You know, he went and took on the best of his. He was only ever beaten by the best. And if you look at the fighters of that era, Hatton went and fought the best when they were at their best.
Everyone.
And he was the only one who did.
Yeah, I had a glove from when he fought Mayweather. My cousin went, had VIP tickets and got 2 gloves signed off both of them. The ex-fucking bird lost it, hasn't she? Sold it. It's fucking devastated, mate.
That was devastating.
I know. Probably who's got it, it means nothing to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even when he come back against Senchenko, that was his name on it, Senchenko. What a performance he put in. He just jumped in against a world-class fighter, like when he was like years past his best and made it. I think he made it to like the 9th or 10th round, there or thereabouts, but he was battling him as well. And he just got clipped with a body shot. But just shows you the caliber of him. You know, he didn't take easy fights ever. Always mixed with the best.
Yeah.
Is that lagging, Paul?
No, it's just slow. Slow, but I'll move it on. There we go.
Yeah, did you see when he jumped in the ring, he put a finger up at me?
Yeah, really.
I was a bit surprised by that, but it was funny though.
One of the commentators said, because I knew both the commentators, Ryan Spivey, and they went, he just put the fucking finger up to me. They thought he was putting the finger up to them. If you listen to the commentators, one of them goes, just put the fucking finger up to us. Stoner, Jonathan Stoner.
Oh, is that Jonathan Stoner, right? I didn't realise that was him commentating. He's very, very good, him, actually. What he says in the fight is exactly what I was doing, to be honest with you. You know, he picked up on what I was doing and what I was thinking. Yeah, I believe so. Well, he's always uploading different videos of people fighting in bands and that, isn't he? He's game, isn't he?
Rocks up in his work pants, doesn't he? That's his little theme. Rocks up in his work clothes. He's the grafter.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to rate him. You just have it with you.
Yeah, man.
I think there's a lag on that, you know.
Yeah,
I can't see no lag this end, mate. The only little bit of lag I'm getting is from you when you speak. And that'll just be because you're in Turkey, mate.
Right.
Your mate is your mate in Turkey? Nah, because he's got no lag. It's you, mate.
It's just me, yeah.
No, mine's lagging dead bad as well.
You're not lagging to us, mate. You're not lagging on here, mate.
I thought you were on about the fight video.
Yeah, the fight video, yeah. Fight video is lagging. Yeah.
Wow, the fight that we've all been waiting for the British belt.
So what are you thinking here, Mick? When you stood there now, waiting, right, what's going through your head?
Both men.
Can't wait to pummel you. I just thought I'm going to fucking pummel you, mate. Like, that's genuinely what we're going. Like, that at this point, all the fear is gone. And I just can't wait to put my hands on him, like that's the truth. I think one of the first things I did was establish a jab to the body, which is something I worked on in training, stab jab to the body, because he's got this, with his rhythm, he goes low and then he drops up to throw the right hand before he goes low. So what I wanted to do was make it hard for him to get that movement off. I wanted him to make him feel uncomfortable getting that movement off by stabbing a jab into the body. And if he just so happened to drop onto it, he would have hit it full pelt.
Feel it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see with me right hand, I'm not really throwing me right hand at all. I'm not going to make excuses, but I was compromised going in. I hadn't thrown it at all, and so I could have threw the uppercut there where he's leaning over. But then why do that? Just Lennox Lewis him, innit? Just the smart thing is to Lennox Lewis him and just take the wind out of his sails and lean over him.
I can personally back that up, mate. I knew that you were injured on that right arm before you went in.
Yeah, I just thought I'll just wait till I get it off. I'll just wait until I can get it off straight. But I didn't. So he catches me with the right hand in a minute. I can't see what's going on in the video because it's lagging. But
just missed by a few centimeters.
It was that long because you go. As if, yeah. Do you know what, mate? Go on, talk us through, mate. Tell us what you were.
When that right hand hit me, I was shocked because he threw like a double jab, and then there was like a bit of a pause, and I thought, right, I'll set my feet, whack the jab out, and then all of it just come from nowhere. It was dead sneaky. It didn't look sneaky, but it was just a hesitation in his feet, and then he threw it in, and it caught me flush, and that was the shot. The one shot I was worried about, and I hit it, and it was a bit of a bad thing for me, to be honest, because my ego kicked in then, and I was like, game on, and it made me take chances in the second round that I wouldn't usually take, where I had no regard for the power at that point, and just ploughed forward in an attempt to get shut, because I didn't want to be completely one-handed in the fight. So I took unnecessary risks, which I'm not happy with, knowing that I knew there was an eventuality that I was going to be one-handed in that fight. I knew.
Yeah.
And I trained for it. I've got videos of me whacking the bags, whacking the pads with just left-handed combinations. I knew it was compromised enough for me to have to have fought one-handed. I knew going in there, so I wanted to minimise when I used it, and that was why I was keeping him on the end of a jab. And another shot I worked on, and you'll see it in the little gaps if you get an opportunity to watch it, is whenever he throws his right hand over the top, I wanted to punish him with like a Golovkin style left hook. Now it didn't come off that way, and it didn't look that way when I was throwing it. But if you watch the fight back, just watch every time he throws the right hand. The shots are too quick on the video to catch up. But you'll see I clipped him with the left hook over the top. That was something Nick MacDonald used to do to me. He was one of my sparring partners. And he really taught me a boss counter to the right hand over the top, which is like a Golovkin style left hook. But mine's not like a Golovkin style left hook. A lot of my shots are unconventional. And they don't look like I'm punching correctly. But I can alter the range of my shot based on where your head is. I'm a very accurate puncher. And if you watch the video back and just watch it with a fine-tooth comb, you'll see every time he goes to throw that right hand, I nail him with the left hook over the top to nullify it. But yeah, I'm veering off.
No, you're all right. So
just watch it back and you'll see what I'm saying.
So when he clipped you and you got excited, when he clipped you and you got excited, that was a show of you're fucking nothing to me. Like, this is... That was just me.
That was just me in my mind. Like, was that it? Was that all I was worried about? And like, the relief come out of me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just that power.
Well, I trusted me chin anyway. Beforehand, I was on a couple of podcasts and people were saying, when he hits you, or when one of you get caught, I think it's going to be over. And I was like, nah, I don't reckon. I trust me chin, mate. I've been whacked by big punches. Anyone can get banged out. I'm aware of that, but I don't know. When your mind's connected to you, when your mind is connected to your body in such a way that you refuse to be beat, I believe that you can tap into that energy. I can take a shot, mate. I can take a shot. I've always been able to take a shot.
definitely believe that was meant to be. You manifested it, you created it, and you done it, mate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're now wearing the t-shirt.
British champion, mate. It's an unbelievable achievement for me, that. Unbelievable achievement for me.
You jab from the start, from the get-go, you terrorise, you see. From the get-go, you terrorise them with that. You're constantly letting them know that jab's there.
I read a book years ago, but there was a fighter called Benny Leonard, and what he said was, if a fighter has a potent jab, then his opponent will react to anything that looks like it. He's a fighter. I'm not sure if he was from the 20s or 30s. Benny Leonard, Jewish kid, great fighter, become a world champion. But if a fighter has a potent jab, his opponent will react to anything that looks like it. That's
We've got 5 rounds. We've got a lot of time.
That's really telling for me.
You were a bit rough with him there.
Yeah.
Just
nice.
Here, when you have a little clinch here, it's like you're letting them know, mate, I'm the bigger man. Just you'll see it now.
Very confident there.
It's a fight, lad. Isn't it? So,
yeah,
it's part of the game. Hey, mate. Part of the game, innit?
Yeah.
Well, I watched Lennox Lewis just lean all over people, and I thought, no, thank you. I thought, rather than whack an uppercut in and compromise my arm, maybe I'll just lean all over him and just sap the energy out of him, to show me strength.
Yeah.
And that was the smart move.
Trying to find his range.
Because what your man says there,
then tagging him with the left.
Nice.
And he throws that overhand right.
Yeah, you seen it, yeah. Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, I'll show you there. Great time and that. I knew that's exactly what you were saying then.
Kelly.
Here we go. And go.
Nice.
He had some confidence going in there like that. Very confident there.
Mick just prodding with the lead hand.
Yeah.
Getting it. Trying
that
to
one,
get him
no.
to shoot. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him to...
He's trying to get him to shoot. I was trying to get him to throw that right hand over the top so I could clip him with the left up and step my feet half a step back.
We've got a lot of time to wear.
He was right. Jonathan Stoner.
That lead hand out, trying to find his range. Big shot from
there again. Just you won't let him off.
Nice, great body shots.
See, tag.
Yeah. Before the body shot, so that left hook over the top. I worked on that diligently. I worked on that with 3 different coaches and explained to them how I wanted to get it off, and I got it off to a T. And that was the shot that first dropped him. It looks like I hit him with like a bit of a forehand, but beforehand, I nailed him with the left hook, and it's like a delayed reaction knockdown, the first one.
But now Kelly returns with his own
but I could see him loading up. I created enough space to be able to see him loading up. Did it look like that from outside, Mase?
The ball up.
What did you say?
Did it look like that from outside that I created? Did you know what I was doing from outside?
The left hook.
Take advantage and lands the body shots.
All the different shots. Did it look like I was trying to create space with the jab?
Yeah.
Yeah. But your jab doesn't stop. Look, you're not throwing the jab there. You just like you just said, the jab's everything, mate. It's just keeping him busy. He can't think because you're not stopping with that jab.
Yeah.
You're not throwing it, are you? With intent half the time. You just
no. If a fighter's not a great counter puncher. But Sam is a good counter puncher, but if a fighter's not a great counter puncher, then if you occupy him with your jab, what will happen is he will have to reset himself repeatedly to then fire again. But if he's not a great counter puncher, if you just offset him with the jab, offset him, and repeatedly nail him with the jab, he has to reset and then get back into his rhythm, and then he has to throw shots he wouldn't usually throw out of panic because he feels like he's not having any success, and I knew that would work. I watched Get On Boot Tennis do it to push Bill Clayton, and I just thought it was fantastic the way he shut him down with the jab. So I brought it into my game and weaponized it for myself. You know, I take things away from other fighters, and that's what I took away from him.
yeah, that's right.
Were
you more nervous for your fight or Mase's fight, mate?
I wasn't nervous for Mase's fight. I know what he's capable of. I know exactly what he's capable of. I wasn't even really nervous for my fight, which was weird. When I was ready to go, I was super tuned in, and I just knew what I was going to do, and I just felt like I was going to put on an electric performance. You know, I put all the work in, and I felt like I visualized the fight 1,000 times in my head, exactly how it was going to go, and to a level, it did go exactly how I thought it was going to go. He surprised me a little bit with his speed.
What did you say?
He was hesitant to come out then. He was slow out the block, weren't he?
A lot of the shots that I landed in the first round, you can't really see with the quality of the footage, if I'm honest, because I pieced them up in the first round with the left hook and with the jab. You know, it was catching him flush, and he did well. He parried a few of them as well, which was quite good, and I was surprised at that. But a lot of the shots he took, you can't really see properly with the footage, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Well, it's like yourself, mate. You look like during the show. You look like you never got fucking touched, really. But you did, didn't you? You still got
Yeah,
tagged.
he hit me with about six or seven shots throughout the duration of the fight, full pelt.
It's like something you said yesterday. No, there's nowhere to fucking hide, is there? There's no pretending.
No safe space in there. Nah, there's no safe space in Bareknuckle.
Every shot hits. And that just shows.
Every shot does hurt, either in the moment or after it. After it hits, definitely. In the moment, you can kind of ride it out, but you know you've been clipped. It's not like boxing where you're safe and you can just shell up and that. Like, honestly, this Bareknuckle is to boxing what ping pong is to tennis. They're two different games. And a lot of the top pros who are turning over are going to find that out. You know, you're in a shootout, mate. I don't care what you think. Like, you can be as big and as bad as you were in the pro.
We've just seen that on the... yeah, mate. There was a prime example of that last night, wasn't there?
Yeah. Didn't know what to do, did he? Just didn't know what to do. Just ran out of ideas quick, panicked. You know, and ultimately put himself in an awkward fight that didn't need to be awkward. You know, he was just, what was he in? You know, the clinch is not his speciality. Only a fool goes into battle with a blunt blade. Why would you get into a clinch? Why would you not create space with your jab and make your jab a piston? You're an Olympic caliber fighter with. Yeah, why would you not create space with your jab? Like, it was just a shit performance, to be honest. You know, you got to up your game. That's just me being honest. Like, I rate the Gale. I've watched them as an amateur come through. I've watched them as an amateur, mate. I've boxed on some of the same shows as him as an amateur, like with the same age. I rate him.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know, some of these guys, it's hard for them because, you know, even Kell Brook's getting involved, but is that hunger and desire still there? Because it is for me, because I never achieved nothing as a pro. So it is for me. And a lot of these guys who were involved, they're super hungry, mate. It's like a rebirth for them. Do you have that if you come off the back of selling out the MGM to go on to a BKFC show or any other show? I don't know. That's maybe one of the factors. Do you have that hunger and desire?
Yeah, that's a brilliant analysis, mate. Because that it's spot on. It's like here's the hunger. The hunger's gotta be there, mate. Fucking Bareknuckle, bro. It's got it. You know what I mean? To come in and do that.
You're not taking no one for a dog walk in a Bareknuckle fight. Okay, you think you know, Dan Chapman is a brilliant fighter. Look how good he was as an amateur. Great pedigree, boss to watch. I love watching Dan Chapman. But he didn't dog walk Sean George, not by any stretch. No. You know, Sean George really come for him. It was a good fight, and he got away on points. But again, this is no slight on him. But look at the difference in skills, and yet Sean George was able to be effective to the point where Chapman was just on his bike for the whole fight, happy to take a point to him. I don't care who you are, mate. You ain't dog walking nobody in Bareknuckle if you if you think that your amateur acumen or your pro acumen comes over, it comes across, and you're going to be, there will be somebody at some level that will test you 1,000,000%.
Yeah, I think that fight last night will hammer that home now. So fucking
Look at young Joe Lister. Young Joe Lister, like
brilliant, but
just fights, just ego fights, doesn't he? Just fights with his ego.
Yeah.
It's sad, really.
Yeah.
Just fights all with his ego. He's trading with this fella. This fella's a big, mature, solid man at the weight who's probably done loads of MMA and whatever else. So he's tough as our boots. And you're electing to trade with him rather than just utilise your skills. Like, I don't get it. Don't get it. Whose adulation are you looking for there? Surely the win is more important than just having a all-out brawl with somebody. That's not smart. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I think of my performance as well, to be honest with you. On reflection, I'm not happy with it. I took shots I didn't need to take. If I'm looking at it from a coaching standpoint, I'm thinking, you took shots you didn't need to take there, and then, you know, as I go up to 75, I won't be able to take those same shots and just be gung-ho like that. I'll have to be a lot smarter at 75 kilo, because I could have avoided those shots, but the ego got the better of me, the chimp got the better of me, and I just decided in the second round, I don't fancy jumping into the third, fourth and fifth with a compromised arm. I'm going to get you out of here now. And I set my mind to it, and it's whatever happens. I'm going to get you out of here now. And that's what I made. I made that decision when the bell rang for the second round. I'm getting you out of here. And you can tell in my performance, I just went for him, no regard for what was coming back. And it was a really dumb move. And if Mason done the same, I'd be scolding him in the corner. So I've got to apply the same thing to myself, really. You know, I took unnecessary shots. Albeit I like to be an exciting fighter, and I want to sell stadiums out, mate, eventually through creating excitement for fans. But from a coaching standpoint, I've took unnecessary shots I didn't need to take there, and I could have made me work a bit crisper. But then
I imagine you'll always be your own worst critic, mate. I thought it was great. I thought you'd done everything right. But again, I'm not in there taking them shots. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I looked easy to it, which I didn't like.
Yeah.
He's not scared of his power, is he?
They both got power.
Do you think he was hesitant, Mick? Do you think do you think after see him coming that big overhand again, you tagged him again with the left? I got you then with the left. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
I felt them all. But then I
know you felt them all, but I mean, was that prominent to you, that little left hooky for him?
Nah, none of them buzzed me. I wasn't buzzed off any of them.
Number 2.
I didn't white flash. None of them hit me with a white flash at all. That's the truth. None of them hit me with a white flash. It was like getting it with a glove. And that's not me being disrespectful. I'm just being honest. I can take a shot.
Nice exchange from both, mate.
That was a very good shot.
Oh, lovely body shot.
Both of them coming in there. That.
You just
knockdown
overpowered,
number
wasn't it?
1 for Mick Kelly. However, he has got an
You
abrasion
both
on the
throw
right side
bombs
of
at
his
that
eye.
stage. Absolute bombs.
Yeah, I just wanted to back. I like I said at the beginning of the second round, I just thought, time to get you out of here, mate. I'm not jumping. While I can still throw this arm, it's time to get shot. I don't fancy doing 3 more rounds with a compromised arm.
A slip there for me.
And my bicep had ripped, my tendon had ripped right off my bicep at this point. So my bicep rolled halfway up my arm at this point.
That's a
great body shot from me.
No, mate, you got some good head movements as well there. And do you know what surprised me?
Both men have got swelling.
When I seen Sam Clark on previous fights, he seemed to have a bit more of a bob and a bit more movement about him.
The jab to the body nullifies that, mate.
That's what I was going to say. It's either like you've nullified it, you know what I mean? Or he froze a bit, if you know what I mean, because he felt your power from the start, from round 1.
I definitely was whacking power in the shots, and I know that he felt them, especially in the jab. The jab was a piston, And a jab to the body will nullify any of that movement because it makes you feel flat and vulnerable. And it makes you sit down on your heels where you can't get any bounce. It's a great shot. I've got a sparring partner that uses it against me, and he's so effective with it. I've took it off him and used it for myself.
Yeah, that's right.
On their faces.
Push back. If I were him, I'd have pushed
Yeah,
back.
he was telling me to push back and throw an uppercut. I couldn't. My arm was goosed.
Yeah.
Nice jabs from me.
Took that body shot there, like left. As he drops into that left.
I don't know what was going on with the crowd. Apparently someone from one of my tables was creating a rush.
Oh, that will tire you.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't
if he keeps on doing that.
Yeah.
didn't see
Yeah,
nothing.
the referee stopped the fight.
Clever tactics from Mick there.
Very clever. Oh,
Yeah, it's lean all over.
Don't.
Did you not know who it was causing fucking being a headache?
No,
Only
didn't anticipate that. That was a new one for me. But you know, next time anyone who comes, I will say, like, look, you've got to behave yourself because you could potentially stop me from getting a finish if I've got him on the hook.
Yeah. Well, you're 100% right, mate. He could have been on the hook there, couldn't he? Fucking surviving on the screen. And then he's got that extra little breather to get his head together.
You've given him power up. You've given him a power up there, and I couldn't. Yeah, that would have annoyed me if I never got the stoppage because of that.
Yeah, no, it's normally someone's partner, though, isn't it? Loads of shows we've been on, mate. It's normally someone's partner tries to breach the VIP barriers or something.
Mate, my missus, my missus got told to sit down, so she sat down on the floor right part of the ring.
Yeah.
It's not the right environment for your missus and your kids there, is it? Really, because they're just full of fear and panic,
anxiety, panic. You know, there's a multitude of feelings in there, isn't there, mate? Excited. There's all kinds.
Yeah, and I said to her, did you enjoy it? Was it a good performance? I said to Mase as well. Even no, don't enjoy it at all.
No. Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah.
That 20 seconds, what he's just
see, that jab doesn't stop, Mick. Big uppercut there.
Straight on him.
He didn't like that.
From me.
10 seconds.
Yeah, watch him look back.
There you go. Oh, get him off.
Yeah, he fell onto the uppercut, and it was half thrown, to be honest. There was no power in it.
I don't think it was, you caught him flush, mate, but whatever it was, he felt it, and watch him look back.
Yeah. He was uppercut left up.
There you go, watch.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, what the fuck was that?
Lovely way from him.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Oh, lovely right hand. A peach of a shot.
You know, one of my first videos I said, you think I'm taking a backward step to you? And what you should never do, I think, as a fighter is let your opponent work to his strengths. So what are Sam's strengths? You know, he's a come forward fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
For a big right hand. I want to take that pressure fighter. I want to take that off you, mate. I want to be the pressure fighter. You should be able to fight in every way. You should be able to fight off your front foot, off your back foot. Equally as well. I prefer being a pressure fighter, but I can fight off my back foot as well. But what I will never do is I will never give up to an opponent, surrender to him what he wants, to have the fight on his terms. As long as I'm in that ring, you're not having the fight on your terms, mate. No, and that's not in a big-headed way. That's the calculated, intelligent coaching me saying, well, no, he'll struggle to fight off his back foot in.
Yeah.
So that's what I need to do. And trust your head movements.
He looked a bit overwhelmed, mate. Like I said, his actual feet movements, ready for Brandon Morris.
This is the moment.
I thought he had a good, he had good movements, and he closed that distance down quick. But again, he was trying to pressure Brandon. Whereas with you, he looked fucking very wary to commit.
Stop
It
that
was
I was
you
control.
occupying him with the
best,
jab, though.
Real hard
I was
fair
occupying him with the
approach,
jab.
2-2.
So good, solid hard jab
Just
within the
two
first
little
20
fights
seconds
could
usually
bring
gets a fighter
champions.
reactive.
Fair play.
Gets them reactive to you then, and you know, like Benny Leonard said, if a fighter's got a potent jab, his opponent will react to anything that looks like it. So the fight was like I made the fight on my terms from the get-go because I'm pumping that jab out repeatedly to keep you occupied. You've got no time to think. If you've got no time to think, what's going to happen is you're going to start throwing get away from me shots rather than committing to your shots. You throw and get away from me shots where you're going to make mistakes, and I'm going to see them.
Yeah. And how are you feeling there at that moment, Mick?
Thank God that is over. That was a horrible experience. Yeah, it was a horrible experience. I can't believe it. Like, and I'm like thinking, wow, my arm is killing. Yeah, just a lot of things at the same time. It was a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I felt for Sam. I looked over to Sam and I seen that he was just like in pure despair. All the work he put in, you know, even though we're opposite ends of the spectrum, we were still aligned to the same goal. And I'd no doubt that he had worked as hard as me, maybe.
Yeah.
And worked tirelessly, and you know, gone to bed thinking about the fight, had woken up thinking about the fight, and it being on his every thought, and then he just come out of it unsuccessful. And I looked at him and I just thought, you know, on another day that could be me, and I felt really bad. So I just kind of steered my attention towards him and kind of letting him know that, you know, he's a very brave, tough fighter, Sam. Very, very too brave for his own good.
While we're here on that, you know, let's give Sam his props, mate, because to step up and fight you, mate, you're naturally the bigger fella. Do you know what I mean?
I had all of the cards. I had all of the ace cards in my favour. I was a bigger fighter, more experience, been on a game since I was a young kid, created, you know, my own crop of fighters in the past. I had all the advantages on my end, and he still took the fight because he's just got pure bottle.
Bottle. And on another day with another person, on another night, it could have fucking went his way, mate. You know what I mean? That's what life's about, isn't it?
He's experienced that. He's experienced it now, hasn't he? And he'll improve as a fighter tenfold because he'll watch that back and go, "Oh, don't like the way I did that. Don't like the way I did this." And it'll. You only ever improve through your failures. It's just a lesson. Ultimately, it's just a lesson for him. You know, he wasn't supposed to win that. Let's be honest.
I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with, mate.
At 66, 1,000,000%. But let's be honest. He wasn't supposed to win that.
No.
He wasn't supposed to win it. Like, he gave away too many advantages. He wasn't supposed to win it. So he came in and he gave a gallant effort. And, you know, with another fighter, them shot to be putting them over. But, you know, he gave away too much weight. That was the factor, really. He gave away too much weight. And he bounced off me.
If he didn't deserve to be in there, the fight wouldn't have been picked for as exciting as it was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Sam needs to remember. You know, because he deserves to be there, mate. And like I say, if he comes down to 66, I wouldn't like to put anyone up against. There's no one in the division at 66 really that I'd like to fucking put him in with. And when he started talking,
who's the champion at that weight? What weight's that, Baz Stokes? Is he about that weight?
What's Hector? And
Hector's 70, isn't he?
They both 70.
Hector's 70. I think Hector's 70. Hector's no joke, lad. There's a few good fights for Sam down at 66, I'm sure. If that Baz Stokes is there, mate, he's a force to be reckoned with him. Like, I got to watch him for the first time. yesterday, and he's a beast, mate. He's just a super calculated sniper. Really enjoy watching him.
There was a few
watching
top
him
lads on that show, mate. There was a few.
Make Luke Fleming be Jake Brown. What a fight!
I interviewed him that Brannon beforehand, mate, and he was like, he wouldn't say nothing. He was like, he's dead nice, know what I mean? He was like, I don't want to say nothing bad about him. I was like, nah, it's not like that. Just give him a final message. But he was a tough fellow, wasn't he, mate?
He's an honourable fighter, mate. Just like, doesn't make no noise, just there to do it. But then, that's, I think, with a lot of the fighters who were on the roster, you've got to kind of realise that this is what the people want to see. The people want to see actually how you've
got to sell it, Mick.
Yeah, the people want to buy into you. You've got to make them buy into you. You're not just going to do that with a great fight. You've also got to tell them exactly what you want to do. You've got to be able to talk, and these, a lot of fighters need to be able to do that. You've got to be able to sell to your audience. They want to know what they're invested in. You've got to take them on a journey.
Yeah.
That's what I think, and that's what I try to teach our mates as well. This is the first time he's ever done anything like this, so he's quite shy. He's staying quite quiet. But if we were sat there watching this, he'd just give me his honest opinion on where it went wrong, and he wouldn't bullshit me at all. He'd just be like, "Nah, I think you got caught with too many daft shots." Like, wouldn't you, mate?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What do you think of the performance?
I think it was a good performance. I think Sam Clark's just an absolute warrior. So I wouldn't pick a fight with like Bareknuckle and my dad's got all the A cards. I wouldn't pick that fight. I'd pick something different. But yeah, altogether, I think it was a good match. And
it was. Do you train together?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Every time I'm, all the time. I spend a lot of time talking to Mason about how you should think as a fighter, not just the fundamentals of boxing, but how you should think, how you set someone up, how you lull someone into a false sense of security when I love that element of the game, the set up, the chess. I like to play poker in a similar way, where even if I'm at that poker table, right, and I've set someone up, if I've set someone up, I feel like I'll come away like I've won. That tactical setup where you've shown them your cards a couple of times before, and then you get in a hand one-on-one with the person, and you know that they're going to overbet, or you know that they haven't got the goods, and you bluff them at the end and show them. I love that element of the chess game of it, and so I explain that to Mace, that a lot of his IQ comes from just sitting and talking about, if I do this and a fighter reacts this way, and I do it again and he reacts this way again, there's a good likelihood that he can't get away from that. That's a bad habit. And Mace's picked that up tenfold now and made it his own. So he sets kids up in sparring, and we run through it in training all the time, different bits. He's at a club now where his style is a bit different from the boxing club that he's at, but nonetheless, they've kind of gone, okay, well, you've got these skills, Mace. We're going to work with you with these skills that you've got. He's not your typical amateur type of fighter. He can do that, but he boxes a bit more like me. And power is a factor. I've always said that your power should really be a factor, because ultimately this is the entertainment business, and you're going to have to sell tickets. So knockouts sell tickets for you. So make sure that your technique's correct when you punch. Make sure that you maximise on your power with your shots, and Mason does that, and he's made himself a bit of a force to be reckoned with in the gym when he spars with kids, and he doesn't let shots go full pelt, but he can really bang, he can crack. He hits well harder than me.
Yeah. Well, he's made sorry, mate, say again.
Don't know if I hit harder than my dad. Maybe on the punch machine like once, but only over time.
I was going to ask you that, who hits harder?
My dad, 100%.
Mason, it's harder than me. But again, it's power is a double-edged sword. So I explained to Mason that You know, you can fall in love with your power and end up
Yeah.
banking on it. You know, and then
Jeez.
you're gonna meet some Mexicans and that, mate, that are durable and tough, and then you've got to bank on your. Then you've got to bank on the hard work you put in the gym, to your IQ and to your training. So don't fall in love with your power, because you've got power, but I don't know if you haven't got no Julian Jackson power. So it's only occasionally going to be a get out of jail free card for you. Most of the time, you're going to have to rely on your skills. You know.
Yeah.
Especially with kids who are not coming to roll over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But he benefits from me being a coach to him. I give him it unfiltered. I don't tell him no bullshit. And I won't put up with I won't put up with no half. Like, I stopped in boxing, Paul. I stopped in boxing about 3 years ago because you weren't putting the work in. Just said, nah, you're not doing it. You wear them shots as an older man.
Yeah.
You're not taking unnecessary shots. If you're not going to work hard, then you're not boxing. Shit bust. And then he went and applied himself to jiu-jitsu and went and won these World Games, and then won silver in the Europeans. And then he's eventually come back around to boxing, and he trains hard now. And I'm happy about that. That's ultimately, for me, if you don't work hard, what will happen is you will get beat by somebody who should never even be in the ring with you, because you're not applying yourself. And I'm not going to let him do that. I'm not going to let him go into a sport where he's getting punched in his head and he's not applying himself, because, like you say, CTE is real, and you'll wear it when you're an older man. And when you can't have a proper conversation with your grandkids, I can't let that happen to my son. So that's why I kind of stopped him, to make sure that he knew what it took. If you're going to be a fighter, you have to earn it, mate. You have to earn it.
Yeah.
Like, my stepdad made me earn it. You know what I mean? I used to have to earn my pound to go to the gym. I used to have to do like a 2.5 mile run to earn me quid to go to the gym. That sounds extreme, but listen, that's the difference, isn't it?
Oh, God, old school, mate. We had a different back then, mate.
Yeah. I used to have to earn me quid.
Yeah. What, now in the future, do you think there's a possibility? Would you corner each other?
Well, Mace has cornered me, and I don't want to corner him again, because I was too invested, and I nearly started crying because of how proud I was in his corner. The event, the occasion got to me a little bit, and I feel like, even though I gave him the right advice, I was a bit of a flaphead in the corner, so I'd probably pass that on to someone else while I just shot from the sidelines, if I'm honest.
Yeah. That's right.
What was the corner like from your standpoint, Mace?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you told me to throw the jab to the body and then get the right hand off, and I was trying to do that, but he was well too big, I reckon.
It didn't work. Beforehand, if you see something else that works, then you use it. I'm not always going to be right. This is just an assumption from outside, from what I can see.
Yeah, and you also told me to get the left hook to the body off, which I kept on in the second round.
Yeah. Take the bounce out of your work. Sometimes you've got to take the bounce out. So you can sit down on your shots properly.
Sit on them. I thought it was brilliant, mate. I thought you looked well beyond what your back record is. I thought you looked fucking really good, mate. I thought you handled it really well. I thought you handled the whole atmosphere. Bigger, rangier guy in the ring with you. You'd made all the right moves, mate. You chopped them down round two.
Yeah.
It was I was well impressed. You know what I mean? And so was the crowd, mate. Everyone who I was watching it with was like, wants to see in the future, innit?
Yeah, can't wait to get 100%. Back in there. Can't wait
to get back. Bro. You know what happened to him that night, Paul? He had a car crash, right? Nearly died.
Fucking hell.
How mad's that? He went home with one of my mates. It was raining, pissing down, wasn't it? And he ended up just when you come out the tunnel, you got to the Bidston roundabout where you can pull off for New Brighton. My mate bounced off the curb and then he missed like a railing and a post by about a metre, doing a ridiculous speed, apparently, and nearly died, mate, that night.
Yeah,
so
it was terrifying.
Fate was looking after him for us,
yeah, definitely.
It's a crazy night for him. He got that big win in front of everyone and then nearly died on the way back. The car was a wreck.
What a story, mate. It just shows you, though, doesn't it? Doesn't that just highlight to you, mate? It's like life. You said it on the last interview in the gym. Grasp life while you can, because you never know what's around that corner, mate.
Yeah, seize the moment, mate. Seize the moment. Like, so I can't wait to get out again, to be honest. I'm going to speak to Stefan and see if he's got any opportunities for Mase to get out. For Mase to get out in the meantime while I'm dealing with this issue with my arm. I'm hoping to be ready by December, but I don't really know, truth be told. I'll do everything in my power to make sure I get my arm right. I'm still training now with a goose arm, still putting the work in. I'm not on top of my diet, but I will be by the time I get back. It's just that I'm on holiday. But yeah, for me, I need to. It's upset my plans a little bit because I had a 6-month plan of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve, and But I'm hoping like latest I'll be ready is January.
January, Feb.
Yeah, very, very, very latest. It's annoying. It's bittersweet, really. But if it needs must. I've got to use this time to get to work to get me jab like Larry Holmes, I suppose.
And what about you, mate? When have you got I know you haven't spoke to Stefan and nothing's set in stone or nothing like that, but in your own head, what can we see from you? Say from now till the end of next year. Where do you want to be, and what are you hoping to achieve?
I want to have a few wins. I want to make sure my record's looking better than my amateur record. That's the goal. And
you want to know now as a pro.
I don't know if I can win any belts in to bad to the bone because I'm 16. But yeah, I just can't wait to get back out. So I just want to get a few wins under my belt and stuff like that for now. And if I can win a belt, I want to go for that.
Mate, it'd definitely be belts up for grabs for you further on down the line with the performance you gave last Saturday. Again,
ultimately for Mason, Mason could make for a boss pro, a really good pro if he applies himself properly. If he applies himself to the sport properly, down the stretch, he will make for a brilliant pro. Knows the sky's the limit. He's got a good chin, great power, great boxing IQ, good hand speed. He's a good counter puncher, can box well off the front foot and the back foot. And he's still just a novice. He's really is a novice. So he boxes well for that. He's very composed. Got great composure when he's being aggressive. Doesn't waste shots. A lot of shots, picks them out well. Got loads of good attributes that could make him a brilliant, solid pro. It's just about his own dedication and self-belief. If he applies himself, the sky's the limit. But what you've got to understand is applying yourself is like, they're just simple words for the actual process. Applying yourself incorporates everything, mate. It incorporates doing the things that you don't really ever want to do, but you go and get them done anyway, regardless. It incorporates dieting to a point of starvation at times. It incorporates picking yourself up after you've been beat, in front of a crowd full of people. There's so many things that go into applying yourself that the words do it no justice. But if you go full throttle for it, the sky's the limit.
It's discipline.
I've always told you. Discipline, mate. Discipline takes over when motivation surpasses, mate, because, you know, when you get deep into them camps, when you're doing them training camps and it's monotonous and it's every day and, you know, Tuesday, Thursday, you've got a hour-long zone 2 session that you just cannot be asked to do at 6 a.m. That's where the motivation is lacking and the discipline takes over. And you go and get it done, and you go and get whatever it is on your audio to get through that boring long hour. You know what I mean? There's the difference. If you will go and do that, you know, you set yourself aside from 96, 97% of fighters, because they don't all, you know, they don't all do it properly.
Yeah, that's right, definitely. And mate, we've been on for an hour now.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, mate, listen, we fucking sit on all night. I just clip it out. You know what I do anyway. Well, listen, on a final message, what would you like the fans to take away from seeing you and your son on such a big show, fighting together?
Yeah. What would I like to? I'd just like to tell them how grateful I am. You know, without all the people who showed support to me along the way, without being able to bring that big crowd that I brought, I wouldn't have had the opportunities that have been offered since, and I wouldn't have had the opportunity to fight for the British title. To be honest, if there was no interest in me, so I owe it to you, and I'm grateful, and for the support my son's getting. You know, I'm grateful. It's boosted his self-confidence tenfold. He's a different kid, and ultimately, like, even if nothing comes of the boxing, you know, the fact that people have thought so highly of him to pay attention to him, that'll be enough for him to go on in life and know he can be successful. You know, that's enough to just be celebrated for that one night. People don't really get to experience that, and my son's experienced that from everyone who paid attention to him, everybody who's dropped a message to him, everybody who's gone out of their way to you know, there's people talking about sponsoring him now. Do you know what I mean? Like, kids don't get those opportunities, and he's been blessed with an opportunity, and we're just very grateful. We're grateful to Stephen, grateful to the sponsors, and grateful to all the fans I don't want to say fans, it's not like a knobhead, but grateful to all the people who come and pay for the ticket to come and watch us.
You have fans. We're fans. You have fans.
Yeah, no, well, you know what I mean? No, fans. We're just grateful. We're just grateful, and we will always come to fight, no matter what. We'll always come, no matter what. I would never let my son come out and not put on an entertaining performance. Ultimately, that's what we're there for: entertaining, spectacular performances. I've said it before. That's all I want out of this sport: win, lose, or draw. I want you to go away and think that was a boss fight. That I really enjoyed it. Like that's ultimately what I want to bring to the table. I loved watching Arturo Gatti win, lose, or draw, mate. He was just there with his heart on his sleeve, and there was no surrender in him. And we're similar type of fighters in that way. There's no surrender. And you know, ultimately, I hope you go away from watching one of my fights and you come away having had a good time and being on the edge of your seat. That's what I hope. And that's what I will try to provide. And, you know, look, another thing I will say is I wouldn't mind a crack at that Misfits. You know, if I could go dad and lad. You know, that's where the dough is. If we could go dad and lad and have a little bash of that Misfits, that'd be a selling point. You know what I mean?
My chat already calling you Darren Cylinder. I've had a few.
Hey, what a fighter he is as well, Darren Till, mate. No, I trained in the Cowbon, and he was just there. He was just there amongst the fighters when he was at the peak of his MMA career. He was just there amongst everybody, from the layman, first person walking through the gym door, to you know, to the professionals that were in there. He was just there mixing it with the other fighters. That's the thing about combat sports, is you would never get a Steven Gerrard playing footy with your local Sunday league team. But then in the combat sports, you can go and actually just train in the same session as a Darren Till or a Paddy Pimblett. Or we're very lucky. Yeah, it's a great community, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 100%. Mate, what the odds we're ever going to see you over in Dubai? Lost them.
My mum just started calling me, going, "What to say?"
Past your bedtime, mate. What's the odds we're ever going to see you in Dubai?
In Dubai, doing what?
Fighting that.
Yeah, slapping.
Slap or bare knuckle? What do you think of the slap?
I don't know if I'm going to do the slap.
I'm not trying to sell you the slap, by the way. I just ask every bare knuckle fighter because before long, Stefan will ask you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm going to do the slap. Like,
No.
I would have to go to the bare knuckle, but my dad wouldn't let me.
Yeah, you're a bit young, mate. You're fucking too good looking for the hard bare knuckle, yeah.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle's no joke, kid. It's no joke. It's not the same. I'm telling you now. Having experienced it, it's not the same, mate. There's nowhere safe in a bare knuckle ring. I'm telling you that now. You don't feel safe at any moment of the fight. It's
a jab to the corner. Anything.
Yeah, you can get your lecky switched off, mate, in an instant. Boom. And that's the thing, you see, with the bare knuckle, and I was thinking it earlier today, like, doesn't matter what caliber of fighter you jump in with, they're always going to throw back because in their mind, they've got that certainty that they can knock you out with one punch, and that's a powerful feeling. Doesn't matter how under the cosh you are. If you've got that in your artillery to just knock someone out with one punch cold, then you, regardless of how far you are under the cosh, like, you wouldn't be able to get that off in a gloved bout. Like, the guy just take it on the gloves and then just carry on just plodding away, beating you up. In a bare knuckle, you can't get away with that, mate. If someone just comes out swinging, you're in danger. Doesn't matter who you are.
If there's a fighter out there that doesn't think that in bare knuckle, he shouldn't be in bare knuckle.
Yeah. But that element of someone being able to just shut you off in one go, like, is very real. Doesn't matter how good your skills are. If I can just turn on its head like that.
Yeah, just one
You're
shot.
Be switched on. You got to be switched on for every second of every round, mate.
Yeah,
it's a different game.
That's why we love it, mate.
Yeah, it's captivated me, to be honest. I wasn't as into it as I am now. I watched all the fights.
Can't blink in bare knuckle, mate. Like a boxing match, you can get a bit bored sometimes, can't you? When the tip for tat and it's very technical and it's, you know what I mean. That bare knuckle is fast and furious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when there's no power involved, it's a snooze fest, isn't it?
Yeah,
be real.
Yeah,
it's a proper snooze fest. You know, I could listen to Paulie Malignaggi speak all day, but to watch him box, bore me to tears, mate. Being honest,
he done that. He done McGregor in though.
Say again.
He done McGregor in. Did you see the footage, the sparring footage, the proper sparring footage?
No, I've just seen McGregor just pasting him in the footage I seen.
He fucking got he had the well better than McGregor there, mate.
He should though. McGregor was a national champion as a kid though, weren't he?
Yeah. Mate, McGregor done amazing.
McGregor, as a kid, didn't he box for Crumlin ABC and was a national champion?
I think so, yeah. But
that was a good gym, that Crumlin ABC. We used to host them. Our boxing club used to host them. We used to have, like, they'd host us in Ireland and we'd host them when I boxed for the Vauxhall Motors Amateur Boxing Club. They had loads of good fighters, Crumlin ABC. So he comes from good stock, McGregor. He knows what he's on about. He knows off it. You know what I mean? He's off his rocker a lot of the time in his interviews, but
the fact of what he done with McGregor, what kind of a normal person could do that with Mayweather? Do you know what I mean? He fucking come on.
Yeah.
That just shows.
It's easy. I think it's easy to judge McGregor, right? But, like, who would you be if you come off the dole? Come from living a life of scrimping and scraping to being, like, as successful as he was, as quick as he was, to become a billionaire in that short space of time where everybody is riding your coattails and everyone's kissing your ass. What kind of person would you end up being? Like, it's hard to judge, in it, because nobody can walk his path. Only he's walked that path. So to say that you would be any different from him would be you probably grossly misunderstand where he's come from and where he is now.
He's come from he's the same, isn't he? He's the same as us, mate. He's come from fucking nothing.
Yeah. And then he's all of a sudden he's got to act like he's a role model, you know. And it's a tough anchor to carry, I think, for a lot of people in his position. So we can't really judge him. Yeah.
Right, mate. Final words. Final words. Just give us a shout out for any sponsors, mate. Any podcasts you've done recent, give them a shout to send people over to them. Anything, mate. And just before you start for the chat, I don't know whether you're still in here, Bob, but you're Bob Cart. Do us a favour, Bob. Can you share Mick's YouTube channel out? It's probably a bit late to put on here, but I'm gonna whack it on the channel. I'm gonna do a post of it on the channel. And Bob Cart gets mega numbers in his lives.
Okay.
He's a fucking he's a scrapper. It's like it's not all good stuff, Mick. He's fucking like he's a battle axe. But
mate, I'm very grateful for anyone who puts a bit of spotlight on me now. It makes no odds to me. If you put a bit of spotlight on me, Bob, I really appreciate it, mate. Yeah.
That's right. Go on, right.
Shout out, yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to Stefan again. Thank you for everything you've done for me. My sponsors, Dream Body Fitness, Invictus, Mikey, you know, very grateful for you. Zambine, Liz, very grateful for you. Truly appreciate you. Cryo Clinic, Mark and Jane, again, so grateful for you, all the help you gave me and the treatments on the way up. Risk Consultancy Global, Craig and Craig. If you've got security needs, obviously get over to them. They're the best in the business. You won't find anybody better. They're out in Somalia now, smashing it. The pair of them. Iron Gen X. You see my son's wearing his top, Paul Hegarty's top. And we're very grateful to you. And Fat Lads Competitions, thank you so much for all your sponsorship. And you know, I'm very grateful to represent you. And any sponsors who want to jump on, just get in touch with me. There's still slots on the t-shirt.
There's always slots on the t-shirt.
Right. Thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Thank you, Mick.
And Neil, thank you very much. Appreciate the exposure you're giving us. And hopefully when we get on Misfits, we can bring you with us.
Yeah, definitely, isn't it? I'll always travel. Yeah, I'll be there. Nick's going to have your spit bucket.
What? There's a little short gap in between the Bareknuckle. It wouldn't be bad, would it, to make a few quid out of that?
No, mate. Don't count it out, mate.
I'm not.
Stranger things have happened.
Anything you can visualize, you can manifest, man. Yeah. Right, mate, take care, everyone. See you later.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
I can't wait to see you fight again, my mate.
Can't wait to see you.
I'll be sharing your fight soon, mate. It's just I haven't got it yet, mate. It's only the Bareknuckle ones have come out yet. Otherwise, we would have played that tonight. That was the plan, really. But right, good night, both of you. Thank you for coming.
Good night, mate. See you later. Bye.
Night, mate. Thank you, the chat. Bob, if you can do that for us, mate, share Mick's channel out. Let's get him some subs. Get him on these lives now. His game, he's good talker. Loves it, doesn't he? Let's try and get his channel up. I know our lives are quiet at the moment, but we've been out the game for 6 months. But hold your breath, because I'm back. I'm looking for a fight with another podcaster. I'm only messing. Right, is right. Nice one. Good night, the chat. Thank you very much.